All right, shooting Glock 43X, new trigger, extended controls. I also got a 3.5 pound connector in here, which honestly, I can't really tell the difference between the 3.5 pound trigger connector and the stock one. There's a little bit of take up. Crisp break. I mean, it doesn't feel too bad, you know, not bad at all, but it's got to get broken in. I have the same trigger in my Glock 17, and it's so much smoother. Not so much smoother, it's just a little softer. It's getting there though. Way better than when I first got it. Shield arms. Put the shield arms in. It's a Gen 3. I did not change out the magazine release yet, but I'm actually got an aluminum one coming. I'm not going to sweat it too much. I did run a 15 rounder through here already, and it did pretty well. So let's see what happens. Done. Glock 43X. Pretty happy with it. I like it. It's very small, very light, and I'm okay actually with 10 rounds. I'm okay with 10 rounds. I think that you know, I mean, the reason I got this gun was I wanted a light pistol. I didn't want something heavy. I mean, I have heavy. I have a Canik TP9 Elite SC, which is about the same size as a Glock 19, and then I have my 17, which I love. I love that gun. It's just, I love it. It's just too heavy to carry all the time, you know? So, yeah. Glock 43X. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Another thing I noticed too is with the Glock 43, or I guess a small gun, is it's far less forgiving. Far less forgiving. Yeah, I'm happy I got it. Now, I'm not shooting for any great accuracy or anything like that. I mean, it's 16 yards away. I just wanted to shoot and practice, but so from 16 yards away, you can see all these shots down in here. But this is my last grouping right here. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's perfect. It's just really, you know, like right here, I did okay. I noticed that when I was shooting the gun, I was allowing it to dip, and I don't know why. So I'm pulling the trigger, instead of just holding it, squeeze, 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 right? I think I'm doing this, squeeze, 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 you know, and pushing down. Because by the time the shot goes off, I feel the muzzle dip, and it shouldn't be dipping. It should be going up, if anything. So it's me. I'm putting that movement into the gun. So I just, during those last couple shots, I was just letting the gun go off without, I was just saying to myself, squeeze, 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 you know. The trigger feels a little bit better already. Got about 400 rounds through this gun so far. And yeah, I mean, even with these S15 magazines, it was, you know, I'm pretty happy with the reliability of it so far. I did have one failure to feed, and that was on a stock 10 rounder. So I don't know, it could have been the bullet. I did polish the feed ramp on this, and inside the barrel, the first, you know, couple inches, or first inch or so. I mean, it's dirty right now from shooting, but I don't know, could have been a fluke. But keep testing it. 400 rounds through. I think I've had 2 hiccups, and I don't know what it was from, but that's not too bad. All right, one thing I want to talk about was this holster I got. Tolster Oath. That's what it's called, Tolster Oath. And what I like about it is, typical holsters have the sweatband in the back. This has got one in the front, and I think that this is reversible, if I'm not mistaken. I'm right-handed, so I have it set up in right hand. Listen to that retention, man. Listen to this retention. I just love it. I don't, something about the way that this part right here comes up over top of the pistol that just, I don't know. I have a Bravo for it as well. Another thing I like about it is, look, you can get a good purchase. That the well is wide open. That, you know, I said I wasn't going to undercut this gun, but I actually did. I did undercut the trigger guard just slightly. I found my hand was, I wasn't getting Glock knuckle or anything, but it was just wasn't as comfortable as it could be. And then I did the undercut, and much better. Love this holster. Super small, super lightweight, very thin. Great retention. It's got the wing on it for the. I actually ordered a wedge to go in the back to push the gun out, the bottom out, so that the top will stay in to my stomach better. But yeah, no complaints with it. It's comfortable to carry. And for a big guy like myself, carrying appendix is painful. But this little gun makes a big difference.